we're going to touch on Sam's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They just signed Baker Mayfield to a 1-year, $4 million deal with a $2 million signing bonus with incentives, which can make the deal possibly up to $8.5 million. Fourth team for Baker Mayfield after being the number 1 overall pick a few years back. Sam, how you feeling about Baker Mayfield, bro? We had talked about it. I was like, man, I'm hearing reports. I think they're going to do it. And you were just shaking your head. You're like, I don't know, bro. How you feeling about it, bro?
Now that I got that off my chest, the Bucs signed Faker Mayfield, man. The freaking sorriest freaking individual we could have freaking possibly got, man. I cannot believe this stuff, bro. Like, 4 million, 5 million, man. No million for this man, for real. This man should get an NIL contract for us, bro. It shouldn't be nothing, man. Nothing more than freaking.
It could have been worse. It could have been Carson Wentz.
Man, like, I don't know if it could have been worse, man, because Heineke went to the freaking Falcons or whatever for like 14 million, 2 years. We could have scooped him up, bro. You feel me? But it's okay. But I don't know if this is gonna be a good pickup. I think we just needed some just a backup for Kyle Trash, man. Like I say, man, I feel so strong about Kyle Trash that I feel like he's gonna do it, man. He's a gunslinger, bro, and I feel like he's gonna handle that stuff. But enough with that issue, man, because Faker Mayfield is not the answer for us, bro. Not long term, not short term, not any term, bro. So the big things we did do, we re-signed the Super Bowl champion again, Jamel Dean, and Levante David. We got Levante David for 1 more year. I believe it was like $7 million for the 1 year or whatever.
Yes, sir.
So that was a great pickup for us. And like I say, Shaq Barrett to be back next year. But we picked up, who did we pick up? Chase Edmonds?
Chase Edmonds. They just picked him up running back. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How you feel about that one?
He's not really
speed.
He's not really much, man. He'd probably be like a kick returner or something, but he doesn't put in big work like that. You know,
he that third down back though, bro. He'll be a good third down back. He's got good speed. He can get you some tough. He can get you some yardage when like from a third down back perspective. You know, he's got that ability. He's not an every down back, but he's got speed. He can get, he can do some work for you. Reverting real quick back to Baker Mayfield. He's 31-38 as a starter in 5 seasons. He went 2-8 last year, 1-5 with Carolina, then 1-3 for the Rams. So you think that Kyle Trask will beat him out for the starting job if it's just them two and they don't bring in nobody else?
I would think
so. Okay.
I would think so. I think we're going to draft a quarterback, probably like 3rd, 4th round. So that's definitely going to be a need that we're going to need or whatever. Because like I said, we don't know what Kyle Trask is going to do right now. You feel me? I'm just feeling on the intuition that he's been behind Brady those 2 years or whatever, and that he has picked up some of those great work ethic, studying habits, and things like that. You feel me? Because you learn it from one of the best of all time. So I'm just hoping that some of that stuff stuck with him. He sucked it up like a sponge. You feel me? I don't know, because like I say, he only threw, 9 passes or whatever in his total NFL career.
Yeah, so passing attempts, right.
Right. So like I say, we don't know what's going on yet, but just in the future or whatever with this free agency, man, we got a lot of guys, man, that hasn't got picked up, man. And Zeke Elliott just freaking got cut.
That was my next question. That was my next question. Should they get him?
Man, I think we should get him. I think we should grab him on up, man, for real. And if Derrick Henry, if they talking about letting go of Derrick Henry over there at Tennessee, man, I feel like we should try to grab him too, because we gotta solidify that run game, bro. For real, we didn't have any run game last year, and it showed. You feel me? We doing everything in the air and couldn't do anything on the ground. We're one-dimensional. That shit is not gonna work, especially not in this NFC with freaking Carr over there. Man, they just picked up freaking Jamal Williams. Did you see that they picked up Jamal Williams over there? That's freaking Saints.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to they're gonna have a 2-headed monster over there. So we gotta do what we got to freaking to beat these guys now, for real.
Well, the problem is if you can't trade for somebody like a Derrick Henry, really, because you don't really have the money to do that. Because Derrick Henry is going to get paid like top dollar no matter where he goes. If he goes somewhere else, even if he stays put, he's going to keep getting paid because he's one of the best backs in the league and he's that dominant and he deserves his money. So if they pick up Zeke, I
Right.
don't know if he's got any mileage left in the tank though to do that. I would take my chances with Rashad White.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I would take my chances with the young bull, and then I would draft somebody. Another thing that y'all did that stuck out to me was y'all traded away your the guard Shaq Mason for a 6th-round pick a year after trading for him. I don't know if he's because he's aging. They just didn't think he was good enough or whatever, but they ended up getting, a draft pick, a 6th-round draft pick for him after they traded away a 5th-round pick the year before to get him.
Right.
Now,
get him. Mm-hmm.
So now y'all have 3 picks in the 6th round this year. You got 3 picks in the 6th round.
Right.
You got 9 total picks. So you gotta build, like you told me earlier, like you got to have a good draft this year. Got to. How the next few years depends on how well y'all draft this year, because you still got some elite players on your team that before you lose them, you'll have a chance to, make some kind of a playoff run if you can draft well within the next couple of years.
Right.
So that being said, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that a lot of those guys restructured their contracts so they can get those guys or whatever in play and pick up a big piece or whatever if we can find like I say, man, some type of quarterback, man. I'm really pissed about Heineke, man, because we definitely should have picked him up, bro. He showed so much promise, but I mean, we just gotta go for what we know right now. Baker Mayfield, he's definitely not the answer, bro, for the Buccaneers.
I just don't think it's gonna be a good fit, man. I really don't, because y'all had trouble running the ball last year. And you have elite receivers. You have Mike Evans and a Chris Godwin. You have to air the ball out really to be successful running the Bucs offense. Baker Mayfield is not a quarterback to drop back 40, 50 times a game and win games like that. He's not that type of quarterback. If you can get him to a team, if you get him to a team that's a primarily run-based offense, and he can get out the play action, and then he could eat like that. You know what I'm saying? That would be good pickups for him. But I don't think it's going to be a good fit. I could be wrong. Baker could go out there and ball out. You might love Baker by the end of the year.
I doubt it. But that's the thing. But that's the thing, bro. And you're exactly right on all those points. But this man just came from Nick Chubb and freaking Kareem Hunt, and you still couldn't do nothing, bro. You feel me? Like, how you got 2 elite running backs over there, bro? You shouldn't have to do anything. You shouldn't have to throw the ball more than 20 times a game, and you still mess it up, bro. Like, I just don't understand, man. This is Johnny Manziel Jr., bro. That's who we got over here. That's who we got. Johnny Manziel Jr., bro. For real.
Hey, man, everything in Cleveland wasn't on him, though. He could have done better. I get that. I understand that. But ultimately, when he got drafted to them, they were completely just Cleveland. He ended up did taking him to the playoffs. So, and he won a playoff game. So, I do give him some credit. Maybe he's got something left to prove. So, but I don't like the fit. It's not really it's not that sexy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but whatever, man. I mean, we'll see what he can do. Before we move on, though, what's the biggest position of need for the number 19 overall pick? The Bucs draft 19th. They got the 19th pick this year. What's the biggest position of need that they need to pick at 19th?
I really want to say either quarterback or that tight end position.
Oh, man, they ain't going to get no quarterback after just getting for their first rounder. I think they'll wait to get one. You got to draft one, I feel like, but I don't think they're going to get one first pick.
But I think, man, if somebody's available, if one of those top 3-4 guys are available, you might have to take a shot at it. Man, for real. Because like I say, Baker, I don't feel like Baker is that guy. You feel me? And just not knowing what Kyle Trask is going to do, I feel like we might have to take a shot at it if one of those top 4 guys are available.
Right.
But tight end definitely is a need, because last year we had no good tight end play. Because we had freaking, like 2 years ago, whatever, we had O.J. Howard, which was a beast, but he got hurt all the time. We had freaking Gronk, and we had freaking Cameron Brate. So we have none of those guys right now, for real. So we starting with a second year tight end, and those guys they just not doing work, bro. For real, we need one of those prototype Darren Waller type tight ends. You feel me? That can move the field, block, and move those chains, bro, for real. Whoever we have back there in quarterback, we got to get somebody that can freaking, you know what I'm saying, move those chains and stuff, whatever for them, man, for real. You got to have your
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. You gotta have your security blanket. That's what we call it. You feel me?
Right.
You have somebody that 5-6 yards or whatever anytime.
I would say running back or probably tight end. I don't think any of those quarterbacks that you would potentially want to take in a first round will be there by 19th. If they're going to try to get one of them quarterbacks, you got to do something to move up, I think, because let's just call it like it is. We'll get more into this like with the draft and everything, but like CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and AR-15, they're all going to be probably top 5 picks.
Right.
They're all going to be gone in the top 5. I feel top 5, top 6. I mean, they're going to be gone top 10, no doubt. You know, Will Levis maybe will slide back a little bit, but I don't know. I think teams will start panicking and start, grabbing up quarterbacks. So I'll go running back and tight end, man. But we'll see what the Bucs can do though, man. You got to have a strong draft, like you said. They have made some good moves, but Baker Mayfield, man, a potential QB1. Something tells me he's gonna start, bro. I can see it, man. I don't want to. Yeah, I think he's gonna come in game 1. I think he's gonna be the guy. I do.
But like I say, this is a rebuilding mode for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, I mean, I just got to play this shit out, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to ride it out, whatever it takes right now. You know what I'm saying? Until we get all that money off our books, then we can start picking up key guys or whatever, get a first round, you know what I'm saying? A high value first round pick and things like that, So, like I say, shit, you got to fight through this first year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might go 8 games, we might go 7 games, man. It might be lower than that. You feel me? Right now, we don't know. Because, like I say, after the draft, then we can kind of start putting that stuff together.